This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of the new DC TV show Bat-Fam. And besides the just extraordinarily stupid name for it, it was a fun show, and nothing meant to be groundbreaking like the animated series or trying to replicate it like Caped Crusader did. But it was a fun show. It had some interesting cast choices, and I mean, it's not really, I think, what most people would have chose for it, with characters like Volcana and Man-Bat, and then Alfred's niece. I don't remember what her name was in this, but having them as characters over characters like Annie Robin showing up, besides Alfred wearing a Robin costume, and having someone, I don't know, like maybe Batgirl or really any of like the Bat family members that are typically there. But I mean, it just had some fun stuff. Having someone like Man Bat there, I mean, it was different and really unique. Them also having a bunch of villains that were reformed, and this being a generally safe Gotham is nice. It also was a little off having Batman being played by, I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy who played Stripe and Stargirl. It is just one of those kind of odd things where I was so used to that actor playing a different character. It was just a little weird here. But just going through it, Damien being a major character is nice, and having a different version of him. It also is interesting that he is confirmed as still being the son of Batman and Talia al Ghul in this. And I mean, that's just more interesting because of the fact that he is kind of a normal kid. He's obsessed with Batman, but normal as in the fact that he isn't a killer and hasn't been raised by his grandfather and mother to be an extraordinarily great assassin, and then meets his father. And speaking of Raish, honestly, it's pretty interesting to have him here. I guess they're going with the Raz pronunciation, but honestly, it's one of the people that's on the correct pronunciation is Raish. And it was interesting to have him there. He is trying to be this bad influence on his grandson, and was transformed into a ghost by Batman to stop him from being a threat. And it seems he's not, maybe not the best terms ever for Batman, but is on good enough terms. And just having him there makes it different. And I mean, it was interesting. All the reformed villains. Another interesting thing, having Mad Hatter have kids. Well, honestly, I just think it's just best not to think about how that would have happened, due to the fact that, let's just say that I don't think that 99% versions of the Mad Hatter that aren't in a more family-friendly project are allowed anywhere near a school. Well, I'm just gonna say that and not go any more in depth because let's just say the Mad Hatter is just one of the most creepy Batman villains ever, as my final comment on that. But having his daughter be in there, I mean, it's interesting. Definitely, good to have this character having a redemption story with this specific thing because very clearly she didn't want to be a villain. I was kind of forced to by her dad. But yeah, just going through it more, having this entire storyline of this weapon made by Dr. Light. Another character that is a interesting history and stuff he's done, and it's even better not to go into that because of just how despised that storyline specifically was. Let's just say a lot of lines were crossed morally, and if you ever learn of that story, let's just say you're going to be thinking it's very, very justified for Batman to have his contingency plans. Yeah, in reference to it's just some darker things, but I don't know, it's kind of unintentional. Also, I mean, there was a reference to Robin being killed by Joker, so I don't know. I mean, I do wonder if if they do more seasons of this, if they'll ever bring in Jason Todd as a character, since that's the version that has been killed, and it will be interesting to have him there, especially with the fact that Ra's al Ghul is such a major character. And yeah, I mean, just going through it, I mean, it's just a nice, like, family-friendly show. Something that I probably won't even watch again until I learn there's more episodes of it out. And that is assuming it does get a season two. But yeah, I mean, just going through it, I had a entertaining time. It was a fun show to watch, and the fact only I remember to watch is because it had something pop up on the DC YouTube channel, with the first episode being uploaded onto there. I think because no one realized that this show was out and no one was watching it. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it was fine. Having the character of Volcana there as a member of the Bat family, someone who really has no relation to Batman at all. I think that she is generally considered a Superman villain, at least from her appearance in Superman the Animated Series. Although Batman really goes up against at least someone from his someone else's Rogues Gallery on a regular basis because of him being one of, if not the most popular characters DC's ever created. So, yeah, honestly, I mean, I said it was fun. It was, again, no Batman the Animated Series, no great in depth stories, and you have a Batman that isn't completely traumatized and miserable, and has a good, generally good, but although a little clingy relationship with his family. It's honestly, as I said, I thought it was a really solid story, and I want to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.